Yeah, more say all praises and honor unto Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Yakakodash, and double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Graveland Stone. Shalom to all the brothers and out across the world, pushing and teaching this truth in all sincerity and all honesty. And also, shalom also to the few sisters out there. This is a brother from James Jamaica camp. I'm Yashamai.
I want.
I don't want to listen on this Cuba America thing, we see tension, we see growing now, in the Caribbean, because all the main thing, out in Jamaica, people, speaking about now, this America aircraft, largest aircraft, we basically, dock in Kingston Harbor. So you have a lot of people concerned about the whole thing, right? What this is going to lead to, or what this is all about, because, the whole Cuba thing, right? Some, I said Jamaica will pick a side because, Cuba is basically our neighboring country, and, our ally will help us for so long, right? Because, the Cubans basically help us out in Jamaica, 50 years, service, them doctor and them nurse, through America, and the pressure from America, them send back home the doctors, them, and here come now, this whole aircraft carrier, which, Angeles don't really have a choice, because, the America go. But in the idea, if certain things start in between America and Cuba, right, just like what happened in the Middle East, it's what happened in the Middle East. We get an example of what happened. And, these nations looking on and observing and taking record of, certain way how to fight America. This is what take place in the Middle East with Iran and the small at them. I see how Iran destroy a lot of America, fighter jets, even the aircraft carrier. So seeing this up now in Jamaica, America, one of America's largest aircraft carrier landing, sail and dock in the harbor, out in Jamaica, anything can happen, right? You see, Cuba have much at June, so you can fire even June, even fire missile on Jamaica, because Jamaica basically, a back America, basically they help destroy them. So anything possible can come out of this year. Yeah. And then Jamaica basically they are logistic here, right? Certain trade routes, certain shipments of goods and service come through. So anything can happen. It can even lead to famine out here in Jamaica. This is a serious thing, because it can lead to famine. Because out here in Jamaica, we all depend on imported food. Them say we import 70%. We should believe more on that. No, our food imported out in Jamaica. So seeing this can lead to a great thing in the near future for us. Right? Go on, bro.
Alright, this is an article from Caribbean Life. It says this is June 1st, 2026.
Done.
And that's today at the date where the craft, the aircraft carrier dock.
Yes, sir.
And in the island, alright? We see a lot of people go up on it and greet them and all that. Probably not knowing the dangers and what this thing holds to them.
Jake a sleep, man.
Yeah.
That deep sleep. Then I understand the time.
I'm just bringing what I preset.
Yeah.
This is on the book of 1 Thessalonians 1, 5, 1.
Yeah, right.
It says 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1.
Wow.
Says, but after times and the seasons, virgin, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Gone.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, so we understand and we know, because the scriptures give us guideline, right? The time we're living in.
Gone.
The scripture say in Ecclesiastes, I think 8 and verse 5, say a wise man heart being in mind discern both time and judgment. So we see in the prophecies them playing out right before our eyes in full effect. So we understand and know the time we're living in, right? And ultimately what it's going to lead to all we see happening right now.
Right.
Even this Cuba thing, right? So we understand according to what in the scripture, the prophecies there.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, bro.
I just read that our people actually put them trust in the spirit of Babylon or spirit of Egypt, man.
God.
And trust in a Pharaoh and the Marses, as the scripture says. See? And not knowing dangers going over themselves, over them lives, man. Or over lives, over people, even our leaders out here. As the scripture says, them trust in oppression. Yeah? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
And that's what happen to a lot of people, right? Because they're so distracted, right? They don't care about certain things, because certain things don't really seem important. Especially things that basically take place even international. As I mentioned earlier about the whole Iran and America, and Israel war, people are, in the know and that speak about the whole thing. But there are things that happen to them. I respect the boss. Right? There are things that happen, in that war. Iran, June style, modern day warfare where they basically use, against America. America never expect what take place. I know we're speaking about Cuba, how much had, June preparing for basically America. So now we see America come land them one of the largest aircraft carrier in Jamaica now. Anything can happen. Because we see what Iran do to, these neighboring, country. Right? We lick all the American bases and we do to them. Because them are basically a host in America military. So they get damaged just the same. I remember going back during the time, when they basically threaten Nicolas Maduro, right? I think the top general for the Venezuela, they won Trinidad and Tobago, right? So if they basically help America, they might get get basically dealt with the same, right? So now we now put in that same situation just like what it take place going back with Trinidad and Tobago, right? So now it's our time now. So we see this happen now. Anything can play. Any card can play right now. With this is taking place now.
And the big bad bully moving. And a lot of people may say, boy, this may be an easy job for America.
Mm-hmm.
See? I can't say it is an easy job or America will take care of this easy because definitely you don't know what ammunition Cuba have and what them receive from allies or visit them then. Because we know that Russia come to Jamaica, Russia come in the Caribbean, go to Cuba to do a military drill a couple months back. So you know what the shit they maybe bring and come give Cuba to defend themselves.
Any card can play.
Any card can play, man. See? He says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
So sudden destruction are cometh upon them, especially our people.
Yes.
You're going to catch them sudden. This destruction, I'll catch them sudden because they're not looking. They don't care.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, they're not going to escape it.
It's a peace and safety. Back to the article here. It says US moves USS Nimitz to Jamaica 90 miles from Cuba.
Yeah.
They move it to Jamaica and the article is 90 miles from Cuba. So this article is stating that there's a connection with what's going on over Cuba because Donald Trump has made the threat. Captain Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean, he already make the threat. Say, boy, them are going for Cuba next. So seeing this aircraft carrier with a lot of aircraft on it, fighter jets on it, come and dock in the Kingston Harbor, basically a spark a lot of things in the people's mind now. See? Yes. So them might use Jamaica as leverage to go up against Cuba. Then it says the US Navy aircraft carrier USS Nimitz is anchored in Guantanamo Bay as part of its South Seas 2026 deployment for a joint naval exercise on the day The Brazilian Navy conducts um, radiological monitoring operations near its position in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, May 8, 2026. And so them are use it and say it's a naval drill.
Yeah.
Zin? It's a naval drill them are do. But you know, we have to keep our eyes open, man.
Yeah.
The scriptures are redeeming the time.
The days are
The days are evil, man. You have to be walk circumspectly. Yes, King. It says, in what is widely being seen as a move to intimidate Cuba or even for advanced preparation to launch an attack against the island,
Yeah.
the Trump administration has moved one of its most powerful aircraft carrier to Jamaica, just 90 miles south of Cuba, as tension between the two escalate.
Can.
Zin?
And you know, seeing this happening now, you know, something's come to mind, you know how these men or these leaders them operate, you know, Cuba have agent in Jamaica. I watch her go on,
Can.
you know, they're collecting intel. But you see something like this happen, you know them how do that. They will have, you know, certain men a report and I give them information. You know, of what really taking place in Jamaica, because they're not check. I've just said they're not check with what go on.
Can.
The America, because them know America, you know, say them go talk Trump, a matter of fact,
Yeah.
talk big and bold, so I'm going to take Cuba. Do them feel like doing it.
Yeah. Jack Sparrow talk that, man.
Yeah. Bold.
Pirates
Proud.
of the Caribbean.
Proud, no? Very proud.
The scripture say,
What? Say anything can come out of this. Go on, bro.
This is Micah.
Bring up.
This is Micah 2 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Yes, it's about woe to them that devise iniquity, you know. Right? Woe to who? Woe to these, you know, wicked rulers of this earth, you know, which are the Edomites, you know, starting with the banking family and now to even, you know, Donald Trump. I call him Jack Sparrow.
Yep,
Right?
Jack Sparrow.
She must say, woe to you. Devise iniquity and work evil upon your bed.
Yes.
When the man is like, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, because this is for them kingdom, this is for them world. They have all the authority and all, you know, the power, you know, in this society.
And here's the talk. One is these men devise iniquity. The scripture said the wicked are estranged from the womb. As soon as they be born, they go about speaking lie. And one of the iniquity where them are devised come up against Cuba is that Cuba did Raul Castro did basically there's a rumor, so it's rumored about that Raul Castro did take down a electronic device and take down American plane back in 1996. So they must say them want comfy Raul Castro, which this man is what? He's a 94-year-old man. You see? That's one of them big excuses them are use. So them are devise a iniquity, a work, I use them head. See? To move in for the country that no people no look upon it like say boy. Yeah.
As usual. Like
they
always come with some excuse.
Them always play the victim, you know?
That's how these devil, the same family them use over and over. You know, it's like come to life in Venezuela. So you know the whole drugs, you know, and all these things. So them find some excuse now if you don't have to justify themselves to go, you know, invade Cuba. And that's so simple than don't believe all these madness for these men saying it. Because them always have a hidden agenda that's used as an excuse. Certain things they always try to use as an excuse. Go on, bro.
See? And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Yeah, take away, you know, people, you know, come to your country and take away all the resources. Right, put in them puppet leaders, right? You know, them send agents in order to destabilize the country.
That's right.
Right, so them can come in as a hero, right? Come to them and let them save the day when them are the one behind the whole thing. in order to destabilize the country. That's how these men operated over the years coming up. So it's the same family.
Violence and take them away, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his heritage, a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now they oppressing Cuba. Right?
He's a proud man.
Violence, sanction, and all these things. Right? Cuba, crisis now because America, block all these countries from sending oil to Cuba. Right? Cuba basically, Cubans basically our brother. Right? From the tribe of Manasseh. So these men are oppressing us, as scripture said. Judah and Israel are oppressed together. All I told him fast refused to let them go, so we're oppressed by these men. Bro?
I can't remember whenever we have ever seen. We know that you maybe have military boats come here, like patrol boat and military boat. I've never remembered. Can't remember that an aircraft carrier has ever docked in Jamaica. And not to say it never happened, but I can't recall it.
You can't check it up.
You can't check it.
You can't look it up while I finish.
You can't look it up, yeah?
It
It says the American mission in Kingston, the capital, announced the June 1st to 5 visit of the USS Nimitz over the weekend, saying the docking will serve as the final stop in a multi-international goodwill deployment that has taken the carrier throughout South America and the Caribbean. They might do it as something, and the guys are some form of charity or something, a drill or something, And you see what name when they do it, the goodwill. See? This is for them talk, The scripture says by peace they destroyed many. See? Many. So basically, this is the same spirit this man carry from the time the Grecians, Antiochus, coming up against our people and all of that. And the same spirit today. Them always come with soft spoken, the name of peace or something, which war was always in the mad to bring towards whosoever then go up against. It says that the Nimitz has already docked offshore Guyana and Suriname in the past 2 weeks, where senior cabinet minister, top military officials, and others were flown out to the massive vessel for a day trip and exchange visit. But the critics around the world are wasting little effort and time trying to expose the visit for what it might be worth. That is to either intimidate Cuba or to use Jamaica as launching pad to attack the finance and fuel starved island, as President Trump has threatened in recent weeks.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's basically what people saying. Right? It's a move on Cuba.
Gone.
Right? The article say you go to different
Caribbean
go to different Caribbean country, and then now then stop at Jamaica for 5 days, them say?
Yeah.
And so they might spend 5 days here. But it's still look away, I see this now because remember, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I think a couple months back, America that pressure Jamaica. I think some Prime Minister they make some talk and in the cost, so Jamaica will pay for them, say,
Gone.
towards Cuba, and then little after we see they announced in the news that Cubans and nurse they're going back home, right? 50 years of service or 50 days of service and going back home. So now this happening in Jamaica now, people are gonna look at it away. Even the Cubans, right?
Scripture say each side is a cunning hunter, you know.
Yeah.
Them actually move around the Caribbean and South America and other countries to make it look like that.
Yeah.
And maybe when him come back in a Kingston now, if them make an attack on them own vessel, I say them vessel get some form of electronic attack,
Anything
you know, or anything possibly can happen, and then that will give them what? The leverage to move from Cuba. Yeah.
Anything possible right now.
Seriously, so any game can play, man.
Yeah.
With Isa and any game can play.
Any
And
card
scripture,
can play
scripture
right
say never trust thine enemy.
now. Yeah. Don't go crouching and humble himself.
Yeah, we just get a precept there.
Yeah, because now we see, as the brother mentioned, you go to these different islands now into Jamaica. The card can play now. Right? Because we're supposed to be aware of him.
Beware of him.
Always.
Then it says Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, so is his wickedness.
Yeah.
Never trust his devil. No matter how them, them look. And give a smiley face like them with you. One.
Yeah. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching,
Gone.
then yet take good heed and beware of him.
Gone. So she say take good heed and beware of him.
Gone.
Because article saying go to different Caribbean islands, even some of them in Suriname. I go to Brazil, I think, earlier on in the article. So now we see stopping to Jamaica. We're supposed to be aware of him.
Gone.
Gone?
Yeah. And it says, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass,
Gone.
and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
You still have a teach it for yourself. See a wicked devil from the time of Genesis. Same devil now.
Gone.
So when they don't expect it, that's how them strike you. When they least expect it. So basically I mentioned earlier, anything can come out of this. Right?
Gone.
A lot of people concerned, you try to Jamaica, they're saying what they feel to say, but any card can play right now. Based off of what?
Gone.
We see happening in America and Cuba.
Gone.
Right? Well, bro?
Alright. See? He says, set him not by thee,
Gone.
lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Then, second, you can jump down to verse 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yes, them weep with them eyes. Half of to help you. Alright, we're going to do a military drill there. We're going to do some head or whatever. That's a for them thing, man. But deep down inside, it's all about war.
Yeah, they have a hidden agenda.
Can.
Always,
Which is right. He said, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Yeah, that's how these devils operate.
Yeah.
When they expect to catch you half guard, catch you,
This is the devil
when
himself,
they least expect it.
son of perdition.
And just destroy you.
Yeah. Back to the article. It says the American mission to change affairs. Scott Renner maintains that The visit is a goodwill and link, one link only to the 11th iteration of operation. It says Southern Seas was announced back in March by U.S. Naval Force Southern Command Jamaica. The mission stated will serve as the final stop in a multinational goodwill deployment that has taken the carrier to parts of South America and now to the North Caribbean. In the announcement stated,
Right.
the visit, it says the visit underscore the depth of, of the U.S. Jamaica bilateral relationship and the importance the United States place on its enduring partnership with Jamaica. The visit of the U.S. aircraft carrier to Jamaica marks an important milestone in the long-standing partnership between our countries beyond strengthening maritime cooperation and regional security. This visit creates opportunity for meaningful, it says, meaningful people-to-people connections and economic benefits for local communities. We are proud to welcome these sailors to Jamaica and to continue building on the strong ties between our two nations. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not gonna put anything in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about Cuba?
Yeah.
What Cuba do for us?
yeah.
In the last 50 years. Give me scripture, brother, in Proverbs 11 and 21.
You trust your enemy or believe in your enemy more than
Trust
your
in
own,
his
man.
devil, and scripture said, never trust thine enemy. That's
God.
the scripture. He's been trusted. That's how his leaders feel. They trust the devil. No?
God.
Trust master. Believe in master. Anything master say, they're willing to do.
Gone.
Right?
This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Yes, scripture said, oh, hands joining hand, the whole leaders, are set up over us, join hand in hand, with the devil, our oppressor, right? They oppress us, or destroy Lord's people. Scripture say, the wicked now go be unpunished, and now go unpunished. Regardless of what you want to do, or help him to do, he now go unpunished. He might get judged for every single thing when do. Right? In the past, and we might both do right now. You're gonna get judged, you're not get to scotch free. You're gonna get judged for it, and this is the time of the Lord's judgment. This is the time when the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, that's the true name of the Heavenly Father in the Hebrew, and his son Yahweh Shai, he's getting ready to judge these devils. That's the reason why so much things happening so fast now. God, this is the time when you're gonna get judged. They already been doing it for years. Right?
It says, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
The seed of the righteous gonna be
Delivered.
elect, gonna get delivered on this side in the near future. Right?
See, this man, scripture says he's a proud man, neither keep it at home.
Yeah.
See? His desires as hell and as death. It says, so, I'm going to bring it.
Bring it out.
In Habakkuk 2, start at verse 4. It says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Talking about the so-called white man.
I might want to lift it up
The
in
wicked,
pride.
Devil.
Gone.
People say, though favor been shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. So, in them, the good are the righteous, are basically the righteous. They created for the wicked be the wicked. So they can't do, cannot do righteousness. Right? And one.
But the just shall live by his faith.
But the just shall live by faith. So faith is very important, especially in these times.
Yeah,
right?
It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
By philosophy.
Yes, in pride. Yeah. By wine he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Can never be satisfied, no matter how much you gain, how much you have. Always want more. Right? Them can never have enough.
See, that's why Captain Jack Sparrow come out himself. He want Greenland. He want Cuba. He want the Gulf of Mexico. He mean the Gulf of America. He want Venezuela. He want Panama. See?
Canada.
Him desires as hell and as death. Canada gonna become the 51st state. Yeah? All of these things I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
See? But
Really, some of them plan.
Can.
Yeah. My is a four. My is basically a four-front puppet.
It is right.
So, one.
Hell and as death and cannot be satisfied.
Gone.
But gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people.
So all different people from all different walks of life,
Can.
come to America to live. So America known as a melting pot, great melting pot.
God.
And now, great melting pot about to get destroyed.
Can.
And the last.
Can. And scripture said them China and the enemy. Because even the Secretary of State, Mark Rubio, is Cuban descendant. Because he was born to Cuban parents. See? And he's one of them who's pushing the agenda the most to go up against Cuba, man. Too. Said he more have to release Cuba out of the hands of the Castro regime and all of that. Working with the enemy to come up against their own people. See? They shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not is, how long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, go back to the Hebrew, I back there. Go back to them debt.
Can.
American debt. Trillions and all of that debt for them basically in right now.
Can.
And still climbing.
So I'm going all over the world for look resource.
Yeah, this is time now.
War.
Yeah, this this fiat currency or this petrodollar is coming to an end. The last of it, because the lead said now, ready now, finally ready to bring in this digital system fully now.
Which is right.
Everything go digital. Totally. This is the time. Right?
Yeah. So bring up the last one. It says, shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, be for a spoil, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, ultimately that's what's coming from America. All these nations. Or team up with Russia. Right? Russia gonna lead out all the nations, all the countries to come against America, and they're gonna invade America, and they're gonna spoil America. Just like America been spoiling countries for years, decades. Along to them. In the near future.
See? Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Yeah.
Right? So that's what's coming from America.
Right.
Right? Hopefully this was edifying to elect out here. Alright, so that I say all praises and honor unto how and double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Women's Stone. Shalom again to all the brothers and last to the few sisters. Yeah, shalom.
Shalom.